Good morning, everybody. This is Max Farrell from DexFX Market. Today is the 22nd of February, 2019, and this is your weekly wrap-up. Okay, everybody, so we're going to get started. We're going to go through all of our signals and systems and have a look to see how well we did for the week. And at the end, I'll have a little treat for you. If you're watching this for the very first time or trying to figure out who we are, or if you haven't bought into our system yet, I'll have a little coupon code for you. So stick around for that. Let's get started. We're going to jump right over to the daily signals. Now, our daily signals had a pretty good week this week. We got into a little battle here with the JPY and the Great Britain pound in the very beginning part of the week. But the week ended out really strong with a 97.5% success. The week's not completely finished yet. We got a few more signals that are on board that are generating in. So we really don't know exactly if, the exact number, but it's going to be above 97 something percent. So keep that in mind. The winner of the week for the dailies has been tremendous. As the week has gone on, we've had a couple of 100%ers. We call them tons. It's a whole dart reference, right? And these tons did really, really well for the week. Why this is so important is because in our new delivery system of the dailies, when the dailies go ATM, which means within 10 pips, this has been the charting that has been extremely lucrative. You have to look at this. This is, if you ever wonder how many signals fire off and really get captured, this is the best reference on which signals fire off, because when it gets down close to 10 pips, at any time a signal will fire off. This is the win-loss, truly win-loss ratio of the daily signals. And if you're not in here trading this process, then you're missing out. You really are. You are definitely missing out. And you want to see another secret? Watch this. OTMs. All you have to do is get one of these a week. Just one good one. Now, and again, there's a ratio here that if it is going out of the money, it is going to lose. Like some of the daily signals do lose. It's not every single signal wins, but some of them do lose. And when they do lose, they lose by a pretty close margin. Now, the good thing is that you don't need very many of the OTMs to be able to recognize. And again, I teach you how to recognize when the OTMs are really not paired up properly. And we teach you how to read the chart, do all that stuff. So it takes a little bit of work. Once it goes OTM, you only have a few minutes to act to really get a good price, but you're getting them for such a low price that it's incredible. Okay, so we're on with the daily signals. I'm not really going to go down Nadex, or actually the extreme signals. But no, actually, let's do that. Let's have a look at these guys here real quick. Again, the Nadex extreme signals are for spreads. And so we look more at the pip value than we look at the success rate, because there's plenty of times when the close of that trade may be in a loss, but at one time or another, it was in a win. So there is a great calculator with that. And that's where we're going to look at Thor, the senior trader Thor R. We're going to be showing his spreads, what he did for the week here in just a second. But overall, the spread values did pretty good. But we don't look at the win-loss ratio. We're always looking to have for the week, anywhere between 60 to 70% above success. At those levels, we're trading like we trade Forex almost in a way. Okay, and when you have those kind of levels with a good R value, especially with what we get, 1 to 10, sometimes a 1 to or 1 to 9 R value, you could be very successful, especially getting consistency, and that's what we're looking for. So let's go over and have a look at Thor's success chart. Here are his spread trades, and we'll look at for the week. Back from the 15th, he didn't get into a lot of trades this week, making about $22, $23 from the process, so looking pretty good. What day was the week started? It's on the 18th and the 17th. Okay. Thor was mostly into other trades this week, so his spread trades really didn't get a lot on board. But that's the way trading is. Thor is a senior trader, and he also helps other people. So we didn't get into a lot of trades from that position. A lot of us were focusing on TNT trades this week. Even myself, focusing on those systems as well. I didn't get into a lot of daily trades this week, but I did get into a couple of TNT trades as well as bot trading, right? Okay, so now remember that there is a tremendous amount of success happening with the TNT trading systems that we have. And this is where we use our charts with our 3 indicators on it, our deck support and resistance, of a out-of-the-box moving average of 50 moving average, and our MDM SR system that's on. It's very, very powerful. And what I mean by that is that it has a high rate of success when you follow the flow and the rules, and I teach you how to do that. Now, I trade with this 3 or 4 times a week and multiple times throughout the day, and it could be completely random, but I just have to go to my charts once an hour and once every 2 hours, basically, on the odd hour, to be able to sweep and scan the entire market. I pre-check news, I do all that kind of good stuff, and we go from there, and we have a good success rate. Again, with me running the company and doing everything else, I don't get to trade these as much as I want to. I got into a couple of trades that were live here on the system. I didn't put 2 other ones that I have down. I got one from yesterday on the webinar that I still got to add on to it. But this was a wild ride for me this week, especially building out some of the things I'm about to show you, and with the robots themselves. That's the Nadex side. Let's go talk about Forex for a moment. Now, the Forex side is pretty lucrative. It also has a lot of risk to it, of course, and you have to be very careful. But one thing that we have found is that trading with the TNT charts on Forex as well, being able to set levels and support and resistance, as well as stop losses and take profits, and having a pretty strong R1-to-1 value and a trailing stop loss mentality that we can seize profits pretty strongly. How well did we do on Forex during the week? Well, let me go show you. Our first MyFX book account we're going to go to is that we're going to look at the TNT strategy system that we put together and what I traded for the week. Now, keep in mind, I didn't trade a lot on the Forex market with this process because we're building out a lot of things. But the average person should be trading about 10 times as much as I am and be doing pretty well. I only traded at a 2 micro lot process here. So for the week, what was made, and you can kind of see the win-loss ratio here, we did lose 2 of them, but not for very much. One at the full rate, and we lost 18 pips on it, but the other ones quickly came back and made up for that week. So not too bad. And as we can kind of look at our summary, that's a lot of green, right? And for just beginning and starting out, not a lot of trades for the week, but this will completely increase with the Forex side of it. The concept of the company itself is to learn how to trade with as little tools as possible with as much success rate as possible, and we've accomplished that. Okay, so that was my manual trading this week. What did our bot system from Bot Garden look like? Well, we have one bot particularly that's called the Step Bot, and the Step Bot trades with a very strong mentality that if we pick the right direction, it'll go and it'll make 15 to 18, 20 pips. And if it picks the wrong direction, if the market starts to go against us, that we know eventually it'll come back into our favor. And so it will add, if it's a buy, it'll add, if the market starts to go against us when we put that in, it'll add another buy here because we know that market expansion will go and it'll finally rubber band back. So even if we get into another one here and another one here, if this one starts to lose as well, of course, it'll place another one in increment down, and then it will wait for bounce back. And once it does that process, it'll immediately overshadow this loss and this loss here. So this might be a win for, say, $2 or $3, and then this one might be almost at break even for like 50 cents, and then this one might be a negative, $1. So we'll still be in the positive. In case this is a little dramatic, more of a break-even scenario, but for the most part, it will protect those profits. We don't do a hedge. We follow all the FIFO rules. It works on OANDA. It works on Trader's Way. It works with a low leverage. It works with a high leverage. It works on every broker. There's no shying away. Okay, there's all these companies out there that have these bots that work these systems and play games and do all that stuff. We don't do any of that nonsense. What we are looking for is for something that we can trade that will have a clear success rate. And let's go have a look at that. Our step bot itself has been trading consistently now since December 5th on our servers. Before this, was trading on our strategy company servers for a year or for 2 years. 6 months into the demo side of it, they went live, and our strategy company went live with it. And they've been trading now for a year and a half live, which is pretty damn awesome, if you ask me. A year and a half live with this kind of result. Okay? So as I said in the beginning of this video, I have a little treat for you. Our new system of the TNT charts is sitting on our Forex side. If you're looking for an opportunity, just for being here today, I want you to go to the system. If you're going to buy into our program, buy into the process, buy in and use this code, TNT50, all one word, no gaps, no spaces, all lowercase, TNT50. This will knock $50 off your first month on board, okay? And this will help you just a couple extra bucks off. So instead of like $147, it'll be like $97. So a pretty damn good deal just for watching this video. I really do appreciate your time. I'm Max Farrow. This is DexFXMarkets.com and the weekly wrap up. We'll see you next time. And as always, trade well.